Oh, yuck. Oh, hey, kids. Don't do bad drugs. Do good drugs. I'm DJ Tham from Fairbanks, Alaska. This is Axes, Picks, Claw, Hammers, and Footstools. The home of the hits and happenings here on YouTube. The place to be, the place to be seen. The place to bathe in the liquid funk of rock and roll. Oh, yes. We're bathing in fluids here because that's a rock and roll thing to do. Yeah, let's, speaking of rock and roll thing to do here, let's add a little atmosphere, shall we? Oh, there we go. Now, of course, you know, this is entirely too large a fog machine for the size of this room, but you know, that's part of the rock and roll thing. Hey, you gotta be a rebel. You gotta take chances a little on the edge, you know? Breathing's for pussies. Breathing's for squids. All right, here we go. What do we have ripping and rolling, squirreling, spinning? What has been impaled on the forever spindle that shall feed the eternal playlist in the endless now? And this little now share, this moment, this piece, this slice of the now that we now share to appreciate little things, big things, all sorts of things, but mostly rock and roll. What do we got going on? I'm thinking of some 1990s, early 2000s alternative college country rock. It's kind of a thing. The band's named the Old 97's, and we're going to listen to 3 cuts from 3 separate albums. We're going to start from the album Fight Songs, 1999, Let the Idiot Speak. We're going to follow that up by jumping back to 1997 for the album Too Far to Care. The song is The Streets of Where I'm From. We're going to finish it off by jumping up to 2000, but we're not really jumping up to 2000 because this is a odds and sods, B-sides, rarities album called Early Tracks. And the song we're pulling from that is Cryin' Drunk to finish off the Old 97 set. So, all right, get your spurs on, saddle up, and let's ride. Here is the Old 97's Let the Idiot Speak. It Speak, Old 97's. Next up, we got Streets of Where I'm from Too Far to Care album from 1997. The Streets of Where I'm From, Old 97. Peppy, poppy, rocky kind of sound with a twist of cowpunk. Old 97's with Streets of Where I'm From. We're going to finish it off with, from the early tracks, B-sides and unreleased material, found goods, errata, odds and sods album, early tracks from 2000. This is Cryin, Drunk, taking us out with the Old 97's. taking the pop road to honky tonk via CBGBs? The old 97's. I'm DJ Than from Fairbanks, Alaska. This is Axis Picks. Claw hammers and footstools, your rock and roll friend, the place to go, the place to be seen in a rock and roll way. Axis Picks, Claw Hammers and Footstools is a non-profit attempt to bring rock and roll to the internet and all places beyond. One step beyond! But not just one step, because one step just makes you want to take the whole journey, because a journey begins. The journey of 1,000 miles begins in a step. The journey of 1,000 years begins with but a single second. But there is no time anymore. It's just the endless now. And so the eternal playlist must spin. Axis, Picks, Claw Hammers, and Footstools is the place to see it. Amen, brothers. Amen, sisters. Amen, everybody else. Rock and roll out.